So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the creative process. This is a piece that I'm working on. I made this big vase on the wheel, and now I'm adding these handles on the side that are going to be sculpted to look like swan heads. So right now, if you look at it, these swan heads, they're not totally symmetrical. They're a little big, they're a little bulky, they're fairly rough. Obviously, they need to go through a lot of refinement in order to be something that's exactly what I'm imagining them to be. And so a lot of creative projects go through this ugly duckling phase, which is what I like to call it. And it's the point where a lot of people sort of get stuck. You have this inspiration of this like great idea, and then when it comes down to doing it, you'll start doing it, you'll get to this stage and you're just like, this isn't what I was imagining. But so often with these creative projects, it's all about just how well you can execute the idea. And a lot of times you don't even need that good of an idea if you have really good execution. And I think this is where a lot of hobbyists get stuck and where a lot of professional artists are able to sort of push through. Because with a hobbyist, they have the freedom to start projects, get a new idea, drop the project and start something new. And frequently that just goes on and on and on. And then they have a bunch of half-finished projects that, didn't really go anywhere. When you're a professional artist, you don't really have that luxury. You got to pay rent. You need to finish that project. You need to refine it so that it's something that can sell. And you just got to put in the hours and finish it. And I think for a lot of professional artists, that's sort of what separates them from the rest, is that whether they've lost their inspiration, lost their confidence, are dealing with imposter syndrome, they just say, I gotta finish this. And so I think for anyone who is sort of in that space, that's sort of what you gotta tell yourself, is just keep going. Even if you think of a better idea, just finish the one that you're working on. It's all about execution. And if you want to see how these ugly ducklings mature into beautiful swans, I'll have part 2 at some point.